Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to our next Chat to a Champ session. Today I am joined with female figure skater Kailani Craine, who is at her first Olympic Games and very excited. Kailani, how's it all going so far?
It's been amazing. It's been so fun and just the best experience ever. And I haven't even competed yet, so I'm really excited to compete.
Itching to get on the ice.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we have some fantastic questions from a few schools from around Australia today, so we're going to get straight into them. Our first questions are from Launceston Preparatory School. And the first one is from Jack. Have you made any friends in the village so far?
I actually have. I've spoken to a lot of people that I wouldn't expect to speak to, and everyone's really, really nice. It's been a really good environment here. So I'm glad that I could talk to a lot of people and from a lot of different countries that I've never spoken to before.
And the boys were saying before there's been a bit of pin swapping that always helps make friends. Explain that to us.
Yeah, definitely. So we have little pins we have like an accreditation card and we put it on the bands on them. So especially at opening ceremony, we were standing there for quite a long time in the tent before we go out to walk. So we were all pin swapping and I didn't bring that many pins. I was just lucky that I had some in my pocket so I could swap. But no, I didn't have that many. But definitely, there's been so much pin swapping. I've filled up all of my bands, so I don't know where I'm going to start putting them now.
Finding some more spaces.
Yeah.
All right, Charlie in Year 4 wants to know, what does it feel like before you get on the ice and skate?
Well, before I got on the ice, I really don't know. It could be a different feeling on a different day. I mean, sometimes I'm really relaxed. I'm just ready to rock it. And then others, I'm just really, really nervous and I'm shaking and I can't control my nerves. And it's crazy, but I have to calm myself down and try and skate to the best of my ability.
Deep breaths.
Yeah.
Okay, we were kind of chatting about this before, but Sienna wants to know, who are your main competitors? So what other countries are really strong?
I think in ladies figure skating, Russia is the biggest competitor at the moment. We've got 3 ladies that are here, and I think definitely 2 of them can get first and second at this event. And also USA is really strong. Japan's really strong. So I feel like, actually, you know what? Everyone's really strong. I mean, there's only 30 ladies that got picked to come to this event. So I think that we all really earned our place to be here. And in practices, I can see that we've all earned being here. Everyone's really skating well, and so it's going to be a tough competition.
Awesome, that's what we want.
Yeah,
that's the Olympics.
It's entertaining.
All right, next question is from Addie in Year 4, who wants to know, how many pairs of skates have you brought with you to the Olympics?
Okay, so I have 1 pair of skates with me now, and then my parents have just flown out today. So they've brought a brand new set of skates with a brand new set of blades, but hopefully I won't have to resort to using that because they're not broken in and they're brand new blades. So hopefully nothing goes wrong with mine. Yeah.
That's just the spare.
Yeah.
All right, so it's been very cold in Pyeongchang in South Korea so far. Jared wants to know, has it been difficult getting used to the cold?
Not difficult. I think that it takes a little bit more time to get ready and just layer up all of my clothes. But I mean, some days it's really cold. Like, it was really windy here recently, so that was tough to move around. Like, I didn't even want to go walk to get food because it was so windy. But definitely, I think that I've been in cold countries before, and especially on a sunny day here, it's not that bad. Like, I think it's fine.
We are down at the coast at the moment rather than up in the mountains.
Yeah, well,
definitely much.
Yeah, I can't complain because everyone else has it worse than me.
All right, so you're yet to compete so far, and we're already at day 9 of the Olympics. What have you been doing in Pyeongchang pre-competition?
I've just been doing the practice sessions, kind of getting my feet underneath me and just trying to soak it all in. I think that definitely I was happy that I came early because it's a lot of it's really different. I mean, I thought the Olympics would be kind of the same kind of competition-wise as World Championships and those big championship events, but it's really not. It's completely different to what I thought it was going to be like. It's so much more, it's hard to explain, but it just seems bigger. Well, it is bigger, but just the audience, the feel of the ice rink is a lot different. So I'm glad that I've got to train in that fairly early.
Yeah, and give yourself a lot of time.
Yeah, just to calm down again. So
yeah, that's great. All right, this question is from Natalia, who wants to know, what events are you competing in? So maybe you can explain your program for us.
Okay, yeah. So I'm a figure skater and I compete in the ladies event, and so that means I skate on my own. And basically we do 2 routines, but the short program, which is the first one, and I'll be competing on the 21st. That is called a short program. So it's shorter than the next one, which is the free program or long program. and it goes for about 2 minutes 50, and I do 3 jumps in that program, and hopefully I can skate really well, because then we have to qualify for the free program 2 days later. So I have to be in the top 24 to get through to that, and there's 30 ladies in the event.
It's pretty tough.
It's really tough, but oh yeah, definitely. Like, it's anything's possible. It's the Olympics, so you never really know what to expect. But yeah, I hope I can skate well and I'll be happy.
Awesome. Okay, this question is from Rossin in Year 6, who wants to know, do you get to train in the area or on the rink that you get to compete on?
Okay, so because we compete fairly late, like pairs event and men event has already finished. So they got to use the main rink ice more. So I've only been on the main rink ice twice. Once the first day that I got here, and then once this morning. So I love the main rink ice a lot. I like it better than the practice rink. So then we have another rink that we train on every day, which is the practice rink. But closer to our event, maybe tomorrow and the next day, we'll start getting more ice time on the main rink, which is good, because then the ice dance will finish by then as well. And then there's just ladies left.
Awesome. Then you feel nice and comfortable by the time you're
definitely. I mean, I love the ice, so it's really good. It's really nice.
So talk to us about the Athletes Village in Pyeongchang. What's it like? What's the accommodation like?
It's so cool. I mean, I expected it to be like this, but I didn't expect it to be like this. It's hard to explain, but I mean, it's so fun. It's really good accommodation, and the rooms are awesome, and I love the blankets because they have like Pyeongchang and all the kind of disciplines of photos and stuff on there. So I think that, yeah, I was expecting it to be like it is, but it's just so much better than what I thought it was going to be. So then we have the dining hall and like all these different countries. So we all have our own kind of building, or we might share with another country, and they all have their flags up, and it's really awesome.
Great. So it's everything you hoped for.
Yeah, definitely, and better.
Awesome. Okay, this question is from Jet in Year 6. Have you ever been to Pyeongchang before?
Yes, I came here a year ago for Continents Championships. So that was in the same rink that we're competing in, actually, like for the main event. So that's good that I've actually competed on that ice before, but it looked a lot different last year. I mean, there was still the warm-up areas and everything was still kind of getting built. So it looked a lot different, and it was blue last year, and this year it's purple. So I'm really happy because it's my favorite color.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, Portia wants to know, what are the main differences between South Korea and Australia?
I think that, especially in Pyeongchang, so the difference between that and Australia, I think Australia is definitely warmer. It's more sunny. But I think Pyeongchang has just different food as well. So they have a lot of seafood. I know that, especially where we're staying now on the beach as well. It's all seafood. I don't really think there's any Western restaurants in Pyeongchang. There's more in Seoul. But that's the main difference that I can think of, and just colder. But there is a beach. There's a really nice beach in Pyeongchang. So that's kind of similar to home.
Not quite as good as our beaches, though, or the Newcastle beaches.
Our beaches are amazing. I cannot complain. I have nothing bad to say about them.
All right, our next question is, how do you get yourself ready and prepped for a competition?
I think that I don't like to treat it any different to training. I think that's the main goal, is just to treat it like training, not stress myself out too much, but definitely I get a lot of rest, make sure I'm not tired, definitely just get into the right mindset, and just keep practicing my routines on the training practices. And then, I'll just try and mimic the same thing when I compete.
Awesome. Okay, now we've got some questions from Older Court Primary School in Victoria. Taylor wants to know, what other sports other than figure skating do you like to do?
I mean, I'm not really good at anything else that I like to do. I mean, I like snowboarding. I really, really enjoy that. I usually go every time at Christmas, but it wasn't the smartest idea to go before the Olympic Games, so we didn't go. We didn't go this season. But I love snowboarding. That's kind of it. I'm not really good at anything else. But
all focused on figure skating.
Yeah, definitely all figure skating. But I mean, I like tennis and stuff. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, Letitia wants to know, how old were you when you first started the sport of figure skating?
I was 8. So generally, I mean, you never know. It was kind of late to start figure skating, especially for a lady. But I've known heaps of people that started even later than that. So, go grab a pair of skates and try it out.
Jump on the ice.
Yeah.
All right, Hayden wants to know, have you broken any bones or had any other major injuries in your career?
No, I haven't, and there's no wood around here, but there we go, touch wood. But I don't get any, but I've been pretty healthy and happy. So I'm really lucky.
Very lucky. The boys were saying before, Harley and Brendan,
they've got lists.
They have a very long list of injuries.
Yes.
All right, Cody would like to know, how do you spin?
Okay, so generally you do get dizzy when you try something new. It's just that when you practice a lot, you learn how to do that spin. But definitely when I try something new, a new spin, I do get dizzy. So it's just, I think practice makes perfect, pretty much.
Awesome. Okay, Jacob wants to know, how long have you been figure skating?
Well, I'm 19 now, so 10 or 11 years. So a long time.
Big part of your life.
I've been skating now more than I haven't been skating.
That's good though. That's why you're at the Olympics
well,
now.
it's fun.
Okay, next question from Charlie. What days do you ice skate? So maybe run us through a typical sort of training week for you.
Okay, yeah. I train 6 days a week, and I usually have Sunday off. So, but Saturday is kind of a lighter day, but definitely Monday to Friday is full training. And so I go on the ice at around in LA and in Australia it's a little bit different. So in LA I train at around 11 a.m. in the morning. That's when I start, and then after I skate I'll do some gym. But in Australia I have a completely different schedule. It's very crazy. I have my own ice time, so I usually start at around 10-11 p.m. So it's definitely it's definitely different. And so I just kind of change my body clock around. But yeah, I mean,
all part of being an athlete.
Oh yeah, definitely. You'll do anything for it.
Awesome. Okay, Brandon wants to know, how many spins can you do in one go?
I'm not really sure. I mean, jumping wise, I can do triple jumps, but like actually spins on the ground, I really don't know. I mean, in the program you get different points. So you generally hold a position for 3 turns on a spin, but an extra level, and you can use it once in each program, you have to hold it for 8. So if you hold it 8 times spinning around, you get an extra level, which is more points.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, now I've got some questions from St Brigden's Primary School in Victoria. The first one is from Lachlan in Year 1. How do you learn to do new tricks?
I think that once you get better and like progress, that it's not really that hard. Like it's hard to nail it, but it's actually easy to start trying it. So I think that, let's say if you were learning single jumps, that's fairly basic, and then you progress to learning doubles, which is slightly harder, but since you're already used to doing single jumps, it's not as hard as just getting on the ice straight away and trying to belt it out. So and I think by the time you start learning triples, you kind of know how to rotate in the air. So it's a little bit easier, but definitely takes a lot of practice, and sometimes you think that you're never going to get it, and it's so draining. Yeah, it's definitely frustrating because sometimes you're so close to landing it and you're like, only I just did that and I just landed it. But no, it takes time and practice and a lot of hard work.
Lots of practice.
Yes.
All right, Angus wants to know, how do you get over mistakes or failures when you don't perform well or train well?
I think I've gotten a lot better at that this season, because you just kind of have to accept that not every day is going to be perfect, and not every day is going to be your day out there. And it's not even necessarily anything to do with the way that you're training leading up to it. Some days it's just not your day, and you can't really help that. So I think that once you just kind of quieten your mind down, sometimes you get frustrated if you don't compete as well as you want to, but you just have to go, okay, well, we'll let that go, and then we'll focus on the next competition and what can we kind of do differently to try and make sure that doesn't happen again. And sometimes, you'll get some progress, and other times, it might not be what you hope, but it could be better. So that's definitely a step in the right direction.
Awesome. We kind of talked about this before, but Lucy wants to know, how do you not get dizzy when you're doing spins?
So I definitely practice, but if I could elaborate on that, that would be kind of not, I don't know. I think I keep my eyes open when I spin. So I can kind of see it because I have to count as well. So I try and look for like different lights going around. So that, because I need to count. And then once I come out, I stand upright before I come out, and then I am kind of looking at the surroundings, and then I kind of come out in a landing position. So I think I'm just not spotting, but definitely looking at the lights and just keeping focused.
Right. Okay, there's a real technique to it.
Yeah.
All right, Mason wants to know, what other types of training do you do other than on the ice to supplement that?
I just do a lot of gym work. So I do cardio and plyometrics, like a lot of jumping exercises. I don't really do any weights. If I do, it's light. It's really, really light weights, like ankle weights or something, and then a lot of stretching as well.
Okay, you've got to stay flexible.
Yeah.
All right, Ella wants to know what is your favorite part about being an Olympian? Your first time Olympian?
Oh, guys, I'm so excited. Like it's actually the best feeling. It's just because I always had this goal to get to this Olympics. It was this Olympics in particular because I was too young for Sochi. So it was always in my head, but it's just crazy that it actually happened. Like, you never really think that it will happen. And then it does, and then you're here, and then it's like, whoa, like, it's actually all happening. And then, like, you get all these uniforms that have the Olympic rings on it and everything, and it's so exciting. I can't even tell you. And then the arena, it has Olympic rings everywhere. Like, it's crazy. Everywhere you go, it's Olympic rings, and it's so distinct. So it's crazy. I mean, there's Olympic rings just there. So, like, I'm seeing it everywhere I go, and I just like feel like I'm gonna cry all the time because I'm so happy. Like, I'm so emotional. Like, that's why I'm glad I got here early, because so I could settle down from all this, so much going on, especially the first 2 days first 3 days that I got here, because I got here on the 7th or something. So 7th, 8th, and 9th were really big days for me. So I'm really glad that I came here for that, and just now I have time to settle down.
Awesome. Okay, Henry wants to know, how do you get confidence before you go onto the ice and ready to skate?
I think that I train in a way that I know I can do everything in the program. So I do have a lot of confidence. And like I said, some days it's not your day, but some days you just absolutely go out and kill it. So it's really just believing in yourself and training really hard up until that point. I think that's the key. You've got to really train hard. And then you really have nothing to worry about, because you know that you can do everything in that routine and that you just have to do it one more time. So I think that's really awesome. And then obviously there's a big crowd at the Olympics, so that really helps. It's really encouraging.
Awesome. Okay, now we've got some questions from the International School of Western Australia, their Year 6 class. Where do you get your costumes and your music from? That one's from Salone.
Okay, yeah, for my music, I think about it. Sometimes it comes like really quick, and other times I have to really try and look for music. So, but both of my pieces of music came fairly easily to me this season, and I choose my dresses based on my music choice. So for my short program, a little bit more 60s and fun. Definitely, I think that it's like kind of a blouse, like a pink blouse kind of thing. But for my free program, I've changed my dress 3 times, and I do have a new dress. So I really hope that I can get that top 24 so I can wear my new dress. But I think that I've had a lot of different ideas, and I've tried out some dresses this season and just gotten some feedback, see if people like this one or people like that one. So now I've ended up combining the 2 together. So it's a little bit mix of both.
Right. Okay, next question is from Isha. Who or what encouraged you to be a figure skater?
I didn't really begin figure skating and be encouraged by something, because none of my family skated, and I didn't even see it on the TV before I started skating. So I just kind of went into the rink for a public session, and I really enjoyed it. So I decided to pick up lessons, and it just kind of all began from there. I mean, then I watched the 2010 Vancouver Olympics, and that was really inspiring. So, I mean, but I was already heavily into skating by then.
Right, so the rest is history.
Yeah.
All right, what is your favourite country that you've competed in? That's from Natasha.
Well, I mean, there's you enjoy some countries because of how you skated, if you skated well, but I really enjoyed Spain. I mean, I think about Barcelona like every day. I really want to go on a vacation again there, because we did spend some time in Barcelona after I competed. Just, I think it was about like 5 days, just to kind of chill out and relax. But I really want to go back there. It's really amazing. But I love Australia. Like, I think that that's home for me. So I always love going home and just spending time with my friends and my family and just relaxing and enjoying the beaches.
Awesome. All right, now you kind of mentioned it before, but what is your favourite colour?
Purple.
Purple, so that's worked out very well here.
Oh, it has. As soon as I saw some pictures from the arena before I got here and I saw that it was purple, I almost died. Like, because usually rinks in figure skating are blue. So I was so surprised when they had purple, and now I feel really good about it. Like I feel amazing, and it's so purple. It's great. Like I really love it.
That's a very good sign.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me about Team Kailani. What's that made up of? You know, coaches and physios and your parents, and who supports you?
I definitely think that on the competitive skating level, I think that it's myself and my parents and my grandparents. Like, I feel like they're both, my grandparents and my parents are coming to watch me. So I think that we've all invested so much time and energy and money. So I feel like when I'm competing, they're also competing with me. But then on another level, I have some coaches in LA that help me out. You know, they're my rock. So I have them, and then I have some physios that physio here has been really excellent. And yeah, I think that there's a lot of other people that have helped in cases of funding and things like that, and just support, like OWI and AOC. So that's been so great, and I feel really supported, and I'm just ready to compete.
Yes. What would be your advice to anyone who is in primary school right now and thinking about wanting to become an Olympian?
Oh, you have to. Like, you don't understand. Like, it's so fun, and I know it's really hard getting there, and trust me, like I went through the same thing. So sometimes, you know, it gets really hard, and you just kind of get in a slump, and you're just like, oh, I just want to go out and have fun, you know. So, but I'm telling you, please try and get to an Olympics, because it's absolutely amazing. And even the journey, it's not about getting here per se. Like, I think that it really was about the journey getting here. And I know that sounds kind of like cliche, but it definitely is about the journey. Like, I've had along this journey, I've met so many amazing people that are exactly like me, because, you know, we're a lot of figure skaters who do the same thing. So they really understand everything that you go through, and it really has been the best experience of my life. I would not change it for anything, and I have no regrets at all in my journey here, and I'm just so happy. And I really encourage you guys to work really hard, just even if it's not sport, just anything in life, because, you know, you can really achieve anything if you work hard enough.
Awesome. That was very inspirational.
Oh, well, it's so true though. Like, I mean, it sounds so like cliche, but it's so true.
Yeah.
So, you know, once you get older, you kind of understand these things, even though I'm not that old, but yet. But definitely, I think I start to understand it a little bit more of what, you know, adults tell you when you're a child.
Yeah. All right, we've got a couple more questions. What is the perfect competition at these Olympic Games? What does that look like for you?
Definitely, I just want to skate really well and to the best of my ability. And I want to put on a really amazing show for everyone, especially here and back in Australia as well. So I want to make you guys really, really proud, and yeah, just have fun as well.
Awesome. It's all about having fun.
Yeah, enjoy it.
All right, and what do you plan on doing once you finish competition?
Okay, so there's McDonald's here, so I really want McDonald's. And so many people have been walking past with it because they've already finished. I'm like, we're last, we have to wait. Yeah, I really want McDonald's. I just want nuggets. I really want a nuggets and McFlurry, and then I'll be happy. But then other than that, I have Worlds in Milan soon, so I can't have too much of a holiday here. I have to kind of train as well. Yeah, keep focused, keep fit, and then after Italy, I'll probably take a vacation.
Excellent. All right, well, we've had some awesome questions today from our school. Thank you very much for answering them.
Thank you.
Before we go, is there any message that you'd like to give to everyone back home in Australia?
Hard to say anything. Probably, you know, just keep working hard at whatever you do. If it's sport or if it's, you know, a career that you want to do, just go for it, because it's amazing when you achieve your dreams, because I've achieved mine just by being here. And there's no better feeling. And basically and try and have fun with what you're doing as well, because that's what it's about as well, is not just doing it, but also enjoying it. I think I've done that. Yeah. And I'm really happy, and I really want to make you guys proud of my skate.
Awesome. All right, thanks everyone for all your questions, and make sure you tune in to Kailani's competition, which is
on the 21st.
On the 21st.
Yes.
What time?
It starts, I don't know what group I'm in yet. I'll know tomorrow, but it starts at 12 p.m. Australian time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Hope you're all ready to cheer Kailani on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time, everyone.